Hello, welcome. This is the Collabo app, a social peer matching and a collaboration platform that was created as a means to help people seeking a way to find whoever they would love to collaborate on a project of theirs, or better still work on someone's project which they fancy. Now, this project can be ranging from something technological to something social. It can be a voluntary work, or it can just be something, just a side hobby that someone may fancy a collaboration on. So, for its the main purpose of this app is to boost collaboration. So I move quickly on to further explain what this app is about. So the major thing here is that freelancers, professionals, and creatives across various industries and career levels can get the opportunity to use at one specific social point and use web service that will allow them to speak, communicate, and more importantly, create things that matter. This app is made for researchers, students, doctors, of course, software engineers like myself. So if you would love to work on a backend project and you want to look for that backend engineers, or maybe on a full stack and you want to work with a front end, it's for you. NGOs are also invited. For students and you love to work on your projects, your school project, academic research, this is for you. And of course, for the sake of meeting other people, for the sake of experience, also fuses into the entire process. So this app is it's a linear app, and it allows users to find across various walks of life, so that they can not just collaborate on a project but also make friendships. So how do we make this possible? So our technology architectures are linear and simple. Here we're able to take in the full advantage of fast API backend and a React front end. So we are using Python 3.8, specifically 3.8.10, and we are using a MongoDB server. The MongoDB server and the fast API fully deployed on the backend server, on the backend cloud service, and our React also fully deployed. But mostly the app is mostly interacting with via the API. So you have the API and the front-end interface. Front-end interface just allows an introduction into the app, but we will use it using the API service that are created on the fast API service. So we utilize WebSockets and we utilize JWT authorization tokens. Now our pedantic models enabled our Python work to be so much linear without having to worry too much about classes and class obfuscation and making them and trying to safeguard everything. But with pedantic, we're able to have this built into fast API and able to use it at once. Now our app is also fully tested. We use PyTest to ensure that our endpoints work, and of course we have Node 14, which React utilizes in our application interface. Our application IDs are also unique. We use ID4, and WebSockets were also employed in fast API service to ensure the messaging feature could be implemented. Now this is a brief overview of the architecture of the app, and quickly we have a users class here, and we have messages here, we have posts, we have several comments, and we have all fused together to make up the app. And of course we have projects and notifications. Now these are the various kind of things that our app can interconnect with. Although this may look like an SQL service, but our app actually built on a NoSQL MongoDB service to allow us to be able to carry out several writes and rewrites without having to worry about anything. And most especially, we had to use it in our fast API for asynchronous writing. So use of asynchronous service, because we're expecting with this kind of user base, a lot of rewrites and writes will be carried out almost simultaneously. And to make sure we can serve the populace, we are able to manage our MongoDB service by setting it up with DB in a likewise fashion. But most importantly, make sure that our fast API was working purely asynchronously. So with that, on that note, we had to use Moto for our MongoDB and the fast API asynchronous service for a more swift architecture and rewrites and write time, leading to better user interface. Now this is a brief development report. This is our sign up page. These are other features, searching for projects and collaborating with people, the people you love to see. These are little sketches of what the app looks like. Now these are projects. Now if you want to create a new project, modify a project, or even simply join the project, messaging service is also implemented. So from here, we move on to enhancing this platform, making it better and providing better service to our users. Now we have to also consider the fact that the roles of each member of our team. Now I am the project lead, Ako Jeremiah. I was responsible for making sure the app could be able to work and able to make sure that everyone was working together to ensure that this app actually moved on the pieces road. So, and I was a major backend developer, making several endpoints across the app to ensure that everything works as I expected it to. Now, Asmian was a UX designer and also a front-end assist. He has majorly created all the HTML pages, CSS scripts, and also the design of this page, which I just showed you a while ago was his work. So that is what he's been doing. Now, Wilford, who's a front-end dev, is also responsible for the React components. So he was a major React dev. So everything React was his work. And of course, our backend developer, which is Udrak, was responsible for creating notification on several endpoints, and he was supposed to also do some work on the database as well. And so that database sketch I just showed you a while ago, that architecture, that was also his work. So four of us came together and able to create something which can say we are quite proud of. So now we go forward into a brief demo of the project. So welcome, this is the Collabo app. This is the app to help people collaborate, find those whom they seek to start a project with. So this app basically allows people to find whoever they would love to collaborate with, or whatever project that's already existing they would love to collaborate in, or better still create one of theirs. So it emphasizes a social network for collaboration where friendships can be made and at the same time work can be done. So this is the landing page. As you can see, this is the landing page. So this full stack app is actually majorly a backend app, fast API app with just a front end introduction interface. So as you can see, we have several tools here, and the page is fully deployed and all running on external cloud servers. So here we have it. And now to demonstrate how the backend interface works, I'll be using Postman. And so on Postman, I'm going to now create a new user as a user would when starting up a new app. Now I'm going to copy all these endpoints. We'll be demonstrating using each one of them to show the capability of our app. So quickly copy this. And our response, quickly we shall send for that, and we get a response, our user has been created successfully. Now before we move forward, we carefully take our user